Amy Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Ralph Garcia, who is the president of the Redwood City Downtown Business Association, and I'm also joined by Dee Eva, who is the co-chair of the 150th anniversary of Redwood City. Welcome both.
Thank you.
I'm sorry we're missing Barbara Pierce, your co-chair in crime for the 150th.
She's sorry she couldn't be here.
Anniversary, but we say, hey, Barbara, and I know you'll represent her well. So Dee, let's jump into Redwood City celebrated 150 years of its charter. So tell us a little bit about the activities that you've been hosting this past year, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up as your conclusion.
Oh, I'd be happy to. We're just really thrilled with the events that we've had and the response that we've had from the community. We started out with a kickoff in May of a festival and flower extravaganza downtown Redwood City at Courthouse Square. We had close to 10,000 people attend, and from that we had so much enthusiasm for the rest of the events that we've planned that it's just been rolling right along. After that, we started a speaker series, and we've had 3 of them, all about Redwood City history from local residents who've lived here, know the history, or, as you participated in, about how people came to Redwood City, why their families moved to Redwood City, some more recently, some a long time ago. And again, that's one of the programs that I think people enjoyed so much, they want to see it done more.
You know, it's interesting because, I mean, it's no secret, Redwood City is certainly in a new renaissance, and anybody that's visiting our downtown, and we'll get to you, Ralph, in a minute, has known that there's a huge transformation.
Yes.
So with the 150th, I thought it was an excellent balance of honoring our past and our history, seeing what some of the buildings used to look like and how some of them are still standing, and we honored them today, and then seeing, for example, Courthouse Square, how it has been revitalized, because we hid it for a while. There were some buildings in front of it that we hid what its glory was, and so it was great to see that 150th sort of history brought about, because as you said, there's some new residents.
Right.
And it was great for them to understand and learn about this rich history. And now you've put together a movie about, so you can put this in the history archives. And so will you talk a little bit about the video and the premiere?
I'd be happy to. It's going to be a 30-minute film done by an award-winning filmmaker, and it's going to be at the Fox Theater. We'll have 2 showings at 5 and 6:30 on Sunday, December 3rd. And there's going to be an exhibition from 4 until 8 at Courthouse Square that's going to feature some of the things that we've done throughout the year that have been done by us or by other entities within the city. We're going to have a new public art display on Redwood City pages. The 150 Faces of Redwood City will be also on display. We're going to have the historic photos from the Now and Then project that I think people will find very interesting. We have some fabulous photos. And we're also going to have a free Redwood City publication, Redwood City History. And we're going to also be able to pre-order your DVD of the movie.
So if someone wanted to find out a little bit more about some of the publications that you just mentioned, how they are available, how they can get them, or even volunteer for the December 3rd premiere of the movie, how can they do this?
There are several ways they can do it. They can call me. They can go to www.rwc150.org.
And we'll make sure that gets up onto the screen at the end of this program.
Right, and then they can respond to the movie invitation by going on the rwcpaf.org website. There's a place there for them to respond as well. I've posted it on the Nextdoor site, so it's out there and people are starting to respond.
Great. I just want to make sure that people see these publications, and even the 150 Faces, go to the museum. That's where they're displayed, and it's just a great testament to all of the culture and diversity that Redwood City has enjoyed for 150 years.
Truly. And we're really excited about this video because Brian Kingston, the videographer, has been researching in the archives and interviewing a lot of people so that he's really putting together, I think, a very good in-depth history of Redwood City from the very beginning to current day.
Right. And there's so many parts of Redwood City that you focus on, not just in the downtown,
Right.
in that sort of history
Right.
corridor in the downtown, but
Right.
the Port of Redwood City and the emergence of Redwood Shores when we brought Redwood Shores into the city.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Yes.
there's a lot that you talk about.
I think people are going to learn a lot about Redwood City that they never knew. And we're learning tidbits of information about Bela Lugosi getting married at the courthouse in 1927. Some people don't know who he is, but a lot do. And that Sequoia High School was a feeder school for Stanford when it was created, and that the first principal was Curry, who started Camp Curry in Yosemite. And all of the research that people have been doing, we're digging up a lot of really interesting pieces of information about Redwood City that I think people are learning and enjoying.
And having a lot of fun with.
Yes.
So, Ralph, you're here because the December 3rd, December 2nd weekend is going to be action-packed with a ton of things happening in the downtown. As the president of the Downtown Business Association, you've got some exciting things happening on Saturday, December 2nd, so we want to tell everybody about that.
It's going to be a very busy day. I think it starts about 10 in the morning. Then it ends with a parade at the end, but there's snow for the kids that have never seen snow. They can get in, well, they can't do snowball fights. That's where we get to yell at them to stop. And they can go in and have a picture with Santa, and I believe Miss Redwood City, San Mateo County will be there also. I mean, it's just a full event, and then at the end of it, there's a parade, and I've been honored to be able to have Santa in the back of our convertible to go down the road for the parade, and it brings so many people downtown, which is what the Downtown Business Group, that's our goal, to bring more people downtown so that the merchants and everybody down there can have a good time and pay the rent.
Well, I know that the Redwood City downtown is open and alive and has so much to offer, from goods and services to great food and great entertainment. So you've been doing Hometown Days for how many years now?
I haven't been from the very beginning of it, but I believe it's 10 or 11 or 12 years. I mean, it's been quite a while.
And the transformation has been amazing.
Correct.
I mean, can you imagine now bringing in snow so that kids can actually play and experience snow, and now the parade, and you have entertainment all throughout the day, food.
Bands, food,
Where can people go to learn a little bit more about what's scheduled for the day? And then I think I understand you need volunteers.
Oh, we're in desperate need. I mean, this thing has grown so much, and the problem that the Downtown Business Group has is our members, the majority obviously are restaurant owners.
Right.
They're busy.
Right.
It's hard for them to volunteer to do these events. So, I mean, we need people to work the beer and wine booth, which isn't a bad place to be. and you know, and numerous places. Regina, who's the executive secretary of the group, she's the one that schedules everything and goes through all that. Thank God, because I could never do what she does.
So we'll make sure that Regina's name and contact information are also on the end of this program, because we really want to reach out to everyone in this community. What a great way to give back. Volunteer for a couple of hours, and then enjoy the festival for the next couple of hours.
Yes.
What are some of the highlights that you want to make sure that everyone doesn't miss? Obviously, it's Santa arriving.
Yeah, well, he'll be in the courthouse taking pictures with kids and whatever, and then eventually he's in the parade itself. But I mean, there's bands. I think there's 2 stages that will be going to have music most of the day. It's just going to be.
And it's free to the public.
Oh, absolutely.
And you invite all communities.
Correct. Yeah.
I was going to interject. The 150th is going to have a float in that parade. I completely forgot all about it. We're going to have a float for the 150th celebration in the parade, and we're really excited about that.
Well, I can't imagine what it's going to look like, but we are out of time, so that's a surprise peek. Everyone must come down to see what that float looks like
and everything
in the downtown
is free.
parade. Yes.
The movie as well.
The movie as well. Thank you for mentioning that. Well, Dee and Ralph, thank you so much for being here, but thank you most importantly for your service to Redwood City. You both are so very involved, and the community wouldn't be what it is today without your service. And we encourage others to follow your footsteps. It's a great place to be.
Thank you.
Thanks again for joining me, and we'll see all of you next time on Penn Voice.